All right, I am all set.
All right, sir, come on over here. Step up here, state your full name for the judge.
Chad David Nelson.
All right, sir. All right, the state is alleging two charges against you. One of them is assault. The other one is disorderly conduct. Both of those are filed under a domestic violence statute. They're both misdemeanor violations that you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for an arraignment on the 17th of December at 9 o'clock a.m. The arraignment is where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to those charges. Prior to you giving your plea, each of the options of those pleas will be explained to you, as well as the penalty range. So you'll be informed well before you give your plea. The release conditions are that you must obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any change of address, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, do not contact the alleged victim in any manner, do not go near the location of the alleged offense. You may return to collect some personal belongings. It's not a permanent order, but it is while the case is proceeding through the court. So you'll have to stay somewhere else, and you can have a civil standby, which means contact law enforcement, have them accompany you to the premises to collect your belongings that you'll need for an amount of time. And then the final one is ordering you to pretrial services. So I'm going to provide you a name and phone number to contact when you get released from custody. They're waiting for your call. And they're just going to monitor you to make sure you're abiding by these release conditions and to make sure you're appearing at your court dates. And any violation of these conditions, or you fail to report to them, would be a violation, and your release could be revoked and taken into custody, okay?
Okay.
Can you abide by those release conditions?
Yes.
And you'll show up to court as ordered?
Yes.
Okay, I'll release you on your own recognizance then. Do you have any questions?
Nope. Thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome.
I'm gonna have one side.
Hi, folks. Who are you here for?
I want to change the plea that I put in yesterday. She told me to come in here and sit.
Okay, yeah, okay. So you're not here for any appearances? Okay, gotcha. And you guys are together?
Yeah, that's my.
Okay, okay.
Step up here, state your full name for the judge.
Thomas R. Suchner.
All right, Mr. Suchner. The state is alleging three charges against you. All of them are DUI related. The first one is DUI impaired to the slightest degree. The second one is DUI having a breath or blood alcohol concentration at 0.08 or above. And the final charge is an extreme DUI having a blood or breath alcohol concentration at or above a 0.15%. Those are all misdemeanor violations that you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial on. I've scheduled you for arraignment on November 26th of 2025 at 9 a.m. The arraignment is where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to those three charges of DUI. Depending on how you plead will be what happens next with the court proceeding, and all of those options, as well as the penalty range for each of the counts of DUI, will be explained to you prior to you giving your plea. Your release conditions are as follows. Obey all orders of the court. Do not commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately if your address changes. Do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do not possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. So that's a change from the last time we spoke. So now you're not allowed to possess any alcohol at all. All right? And I've also placed a $1,000 bond hold on you unless you agree to be released to Community Bridges for treatment. And so they would come directly to the jail cell and pick you up and take you to your facility. So you have that ability if you wish, or you can post a bond of $1,000 or wait in custody until the 26th of November.
Wait. Come pick me up, whatever to get out.
All right.
Uh,
So let me make sure that you understand. So if you want Community Bridges, which is a counseling center, to come to pick you up, I'll notify. Pardon me?
right now, or?
Yeah, well, not this minute, but maybe
Okay.
the next hour or two, they'll be contacted to have you to take you to the facility for treatment. Um, or you can post $1,000 bond and be released right away, or you remain in custody until the next court date if you don't post the bond.
I'll post a bond.
Okay, so don't want us to call the treatment center?
Would I have to stay there?
That's up to them. You'll go through a screening process, and there's a likelihood you would have to stay there. So you don't have to do it. So I've got it listed as or $1,000 bond or release to them. So that's a decision for you to make.
I'll post a bond.
Okay, all right, sir. Otherwise, the rest of those conditions, you can comply with those release conditions.
Yes, I can.
And I'm mainly focusing on the not to consume or possess any alcohol or prescriptions or drugs without a valid prescription.
I understand.
Okay. All right, then we're going to leave that bond in place, and then you'll have to just contact the detention staff to make arrangement to post that.
Okay, yes.
Do you have any questions at all?
No, I do not.
Okay, that's all I got for you.
Just like this. There, and that one's fine. Take that one. Yep. Take it there. Go ahead. Right there. What? Come on.
Prove here, state your full name for the judge.
Matthew David Murphy.
All right, Mr. Murphy. All right, the state is alleging two charges against you. Both of them are misdemeanor violations. The first one is DUI, being impaired to the slightest degree. The second charge is an open container of alcohol located in the vehicle unauthorized. On those charges, you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial. I've scheduled you for an arraignment on the 17th of December at 9 o'clock a.m. That's where you'll need to be prepared to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest to those two charges. Depending on how you plead will be what happens next with the court proceedings. All of those options will be explained to you, as well as the penalty range of those charges before you give your plea, so you'll have a thorough understanding before you plead to the charges on the next hearing. Your release conditions are as follows: obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately if you change address, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, and then I'm ordering you to report to pretrial services. So what that is I'll provide you a name and phone number to the probation department. You're not on probation, but you're on release services. You just need to report to them. They're going to monitor you to make sure you're abiding by these release conditions and that you're showing up for court. Any violation of the release conditions or failure to comply with their requests of their requirements will be reported for non-compliance, and your release could be revoked. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that name and phone number will be included. Can you comply with those release conditions I just discussed with you?
Yes, sir.
And you'll show up to court as ordered?
I promise.
Okay, then we release you on your own recognizance. And do you have any questions?
No, sir. Have a
Okay.
good day.
All right, you too.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay, you want them sent to you?
That's fine.
All right, have a good one.
Thank you, sir. You too. Bye.